Guys, look, I know many of you are keen to hit the road, and if not the road, the bar. So we're just going to wrap up in the next 15 minutes or so. Just a few things we want to get through. I'm going to just start with a little announcement. We'd hoped to have actually finalised for today a joint strategy for NAS and CFR Ireland going forward. But like everything, we're a bit over-ambitious. It's going to take a little bit longer to tease out the detail of it. But we've agreed the headlines, which basically will say how we're going to interact together over the next coming years with a view to increasing the number of schemes, the number of responders, and the number of lives saved. The headlines of that are... Coming? Slide, please. So there's no great detail here, but the stuff we've committed to expand on how we interact and how we're together, the organisation of our schemes and service, to formalise the relationship between the group that now is CFR Ireland, of which you're all members, to have a steering group of NAS and CFR Ireland committee who will meet quarterly, so that we've got a regular recurring point of contact so that the issues which come up can be addressed and ironed out. To agree on training, perhaps above and beyond the current CFR level, including things like CISM and perhaps other levels. To agree some standardisation of equipment and kit. Very importantly, to agree some shared data collection and analysis. As you saw from the OCAR presentation earlier, there's lots of data out there, and without it, we're nothing. We've got data, NAS have got data. We've got to put that together and feed it back to the responders so we can see how we're doing. A joint commitment to publicity, particularly when we've got a good news story. We hear plenty of bad news, and there's lots of good news out there. We want to share that. You've heard about CISM already, and NAS are full square behind us on that. I think the session we could have done a whole day on was the communications and dispatch one. Our controllers have bravely stuck around and are still in uniform, so I'm sure if you buy them a carbonated beverage later, they'll be happy to answer your questions. But obviously it is a huge issue, it's important, and the move to TALA will help, but we've touched on some other issues today which maybe could offer some improved solutions as well. We are committed to working towards an AED database too. That's been on the cards for years, and we'd just like to see if we could push that out a little bit further as well, and it seems the natural forum to try and pick up that baton and run with it. And whatever future developments are out there, whether it is increased tasking criteria, whether it's different training levels, whether it's different radiuses, different modes of dispatch, we've committed to discuss and work together through these so that no longer will you, as a single scheme, have to fight your corner or fight for your bit of time with the busy guys in NAS, but we'll be able to channel that because we're all looking for the same thing. So we'll agree what we want and need, and then we'll sit down with NASA and work that out together in partnership. So within the next 3 months, we'll have a framework and a strategy which will detail all of that, and it'll be going out to you as member schemes for consultation as well. So I think that's a big step forward. We've done a lot in the last year in terms of launching CFR Ireland, running the conference again, getting you all signed up, and this is the next piece of the jigsaw. So that's what's on the horizon, and certainly for Respond 2016, we'll have that well finalised.